Spencer and I were obviously together at Oklahoma. I've known him since 2018 when I got to Oklahoma, and we were recruiting him. Fantastic career at Oklahoma. What a great season that he had down the stretch for us last season. So fired up that he's back as our quarterback for another year. Someone that came in and was voted a captain by his teammates last season as a junior and has an opportunity to be a two-time captain here at South Carolina. Somebody that finished the season strong last season but has not slowed down. He was voted our most outstanding offensive player during spring practice, and excited to see what he's going to do this upcoming year.
Eric Bailey, Tulsa World. Thanks for remembering your Oklahoma guys, Coach.
Could never forget.
Talk a little bit about your Oklahoma connections. Can you talk a little bit about Austin Stogner's decision to go back to Oklahoma after 1 year at South Carolina? And also, what were some of the things you saw Spencer really do at Oklahoma and enhance at South Carolina in his first season playing for you?
Yeah, as far as Austin Stogner leaving, you'd have to ask him. Glad he decided to come to Carolina for a year, and he made the decision to move on. As far as Spencer, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Some of the things you saw in his one season or his seasons at Oklahoma, and just how he enhanced his play.
I think the biggest thing, one, is forget about what he did on the field. I knew what kind of person Spencer is. It wasn't like I was bringing in a guy to play quarterback that I didn't know. I spent 2 years with him at Oklahoma, a little bit longer if you count the recruiting process as well. He was committed when I got there, but I was with him in those 2 seasons. So I knew what kind of person he was. You guys will remember this because you covered Oklahoma, but he had dealt with adversity before at Oklahoma. One like all of a sudden this year or last season we had some tough losses, and that was the first time he went through stuff, or that 2021 was the first time he went through stuff. You guys will remember his first 2 games as a starting quarterback in the Big 12 at Oklahoma. We lost to Kansas State and Iowa State. You're not supposed to lose 2 conference games at Oklahoma. That doesn't happen. Not to mention 2 games to start the season when you're replacing Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts as the quarterback. So seeing Spencer handle that adversity, see him get benched in the Texas game in 2021, but then come back in the second half and lead us to a 4 overtime win, I believe, told me everything I needed to know about Spencer as far as a competitor, leader, kind of person he was. So he's made us better on and off the field, and I saw enough. Forget about his talent level on the field, because that speaks for itself. The way he handled himself off the field during my 2 seasons there was really good for me to see. Not to mention his first year there was Jalen Hurts' year as the quarterback, so he got to see Jalen Hurts come in as a transfer quarterback, and I think that, I don't want to speak for Spencer, but I would imagine that helped him seeing that when he made the transition to Columbia.